4 signs your aura is strong. There are no flames without resistance, no strength without challenge, and no true aura without conflict. We move among shadows, not those cast by trees or tall buildings, but those we cast from within. These shadows are born of anger, fear, vanity, and the silent hunger to become more than we are. Yet there are a few who walk differently. They don't need to announce their presence. Still, when they enter, the atmosphere changes. Not through speech, not through stance, but through the force of presence. That is the essence of a strong aura. But what is it really? It isn't some mystical light or spiritual fog. A strong aura is the unseen weight carried by one who has mastered the self. Someone who has suffered in silence. Someone who has laid their inner chaos to rest while still breathing. Here are the 4 signs your aura is strong. 1. You do not react, you rule. Seneca once wrote, "A man is as wretched as he has convinced himself that he is." Those with powerful auras don't flinch at mockery, don't lash out at criticism, and don't collapse under stress, because their mind isn't a leaf tossed in the breeze. It is the breeze. Reacting is simple. Anyone can lose their temper, raise their voice. But to pause, to observe, to ask, what part of me is this striking and why? That is a discipline few come to know. A strong aura is forged quietly, when your emotions are roaring but your face remains calm, when rage knocks and you don't answer. That isn't suppression, that's sovereignty. Epictetus said, "Anyone can hold the helm when the sea is calm." But the storm, that reveals the true captain. 2. You walk alone, yet feel no lack. One with a strong aura is never lonely, for he is never in poor company. He doesn't pursue approval like a parched man chasing a mirage. He doesn't feel the need to voice every thought, explain every pause, or plead to be understood. We must grasp this. Some auras aren't strong because they shine, but because they don't need to. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of the known world, wrote to himself, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig." Solitude to us isn't a void, it is a crucible. We do not run from silence, we command it. We shape it into clarity, sharpening thought, listening for the whispers beneath the noise. The man who walks alone and walks upright is a man who has met himself in the darkness and did not turn away. 3. You are untouched by praise or blame. Praise is a narcotic, blame a chain. Both are illusions if you believe them too deeply. A strong aura is unswayed by either. It is anchored in a fortress that no one sees, built brick by brick with brutal honesty, failure, and constant inner audit. Cleanthes, the second head of the Stoic school, once declared, "Lead me, Zeus, and you, fate. Wherever you have placed me, I will follow without delay." This is the 3rd sign. You've stopped dancing to others' songs. You've discovered your own rhythm, etched from duty, reason, and what is right, not what is praised. You become unshakable because no one can grant or revoke what you've already earned from within. We are not here to impress. We are not here to bend. We are here to endure and to transform. 4. You turn pain into power. There is a silent ferocity in those who wear their scars with a smile, not because they don't feel, but because they refuse to break. The 4th sign your aura is strong is that suffering doesn't make you bitter, it makes you sharper. Where others fold beneath pain, you rise, not because it's simple, but because you've come to understand something sacred. Pain is not the foe, clinging to comfort is. Musonius Rufus wrote, "No one is free who has not mastered himself." We do not seek comfort, we seek clarity, especially when it cuts, because every wound is a test, and every test a forge. A strong aura isn't inherited, it is scorched into being. So when the world breaks you open, don't just endure, transmute. Let your anguish become your altar. Let your past become your power. We are not fate's victims. We are fate's sharpened reply. If this struck a chord with you, subscribe to the Stoic Verse for more guidance along the path.